Hey, it's, it's me. Again. And I brought you some flowers. Your favorite ones, too. See? I remember things about you even when you're not around to tell me. How could I forget anything about my best friend? I mean, we were practically in sync. Well, we were. Before you. Enough of that. I didn't come here to talk about that. I came here for you. Sure, the state you're in just reminds me that I'm talking at you, not really to you, but it's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Even though you're not here to keep me grounded, and even though everything I'm saying is probably going in one ear and not the other, I'm fine. You know, a lot happened since the last time I came to visit. I know I say I come every day, but after a while, it hurt to see you. Sometimes I can't even tell if you're still breathing. You look so peaceful. Everyone's talking about how hard it is every day that passes, you know? That isn't your fault. We all knew this was gonna happen, but when you actually see what those old fairy tales call a death-like sleep, it's hard to keep it together. You don't snore or talk in your sleep or anything. You just lie there, motionless except for the subtle rising and falling of your chest. And in all our years together, I've never seen someone more still than when your curse decided that it was time to take you. It's hard to know that when you wake up, you'll have lost so much time to laugh and to cry and well, I think you'll never really be able to make up the months and times you could be spending maturing. I guess you'll never be able to call me immature again. um, Sorry, that was insensitive of me, wasn't it? But I guess you're used to me being insensitive about things, aren't you? I'm sorry about that. I should have believed you when you first told me. Remember that? We were 5 and you cut in front of me in the lunch line. And you said that you should be able to do anything you wanted while you could, because one day you'll fall asleep forever and I'll regret it. Not giving you what you wanted. and you did. And I do. If you were awake right now, I know you'd be giving me the longest line of, I told you so, anyone's ever heard. And I wouldn't even be mad at you for it. I'd just say, yeah, you did. And we could go on with our lives. You know, a lot of people are just starting saying that you're in a coma. I guess it's easier than to explain than you're cursed as a baby. And I guess in a way, you kinda are in a coma, but I don't like to say it like that. I think it's more painful to call it that. More permanent, maybe. Like, I feel like if I call it that, it'll take years for you to wake up, or you won't wake up at all, or, speaking of, I've been doing a lot of digging into curses lately. I really should have been doing that before you ended up like this, and, um, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible friend, aren't I? But I'm trying, and maybe that counts for something? Your curse probably doesn't think so. Um, great. Now I'm talking like it's sentient. Anyway, I've read up a lot on curses and how they work. Witches, wizards, the Fae, they all do curses differently, and I can't remember which one you said it was, but I read as many books as I could. It's just none of them had anything on how to break a curse. Not as complex as this one, anyway. Simple curses, you can just make a herbal remedy for most of them. But something like this? Nothing. And I don't know about you, but I think all those old fairy tales might be full of baloney because all I could find was true love's kiss stuff. But everyone in your family tried giving you hugs and kisses and nothing. We even got the pets to give it a shot. Don't worry, I cleaned your face right after when it didn't work. And we never let their tongues near your mouth. I won't lie, I was really hoping you'd answer to that. I mean, who is more unconditional love than a pet, right? I don't know. Everyone is really losing hope on this one. Starting to think that you really won't wake up. They'll miss you if you don't. I'll miss you if you don't. I don't mean to sound so selfish. Really, I don't. I just really mean miss able to talk with you. Like, actually talk with you talking back to me. Everyone is losing hope. But not me. Because I do think you'll wake up. Maybe not last month, maybe, or this week, or 3 months from now, but I'll think you'll wake up soon. And until then, I'll keep talking to you like this. Luckily, Work's been pretty understanding of the situation, and I had lots of time racked up. I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to see you so much. Hey, when you wake up, how about we watch a movie together? Any movie you want, or a marathon. I think it's been long enough since we rewatched the MCU. It'll be fun. It can just be the two of us, and I'll hold on to you and I never let you go. Just like when your curse took you. Did anyone ever tell you I was there? Do you even remember? We were out shopping that day. I thought you fainted, but then you didn't wake up, and I didn't want to let go of you, not even for your parents, and I didn't want to leave your bedside, not until I knew you were going to be okay, and it took a lot of convincing on the part of it to get me to leave. I was practically glued to your side of the table for that week, and my eyes were red and swollen and painful because of a lot of crying I did. You would have gotten a kick seeing that. Too bad you weren't awake for it. You know, I've heard that nobody visits you as often as they used to, which is weird, you know? I mean, I'm sure you like the company. You always hated the idea of being alone, and as far as I could tell, this is one of the loneliest things anyone could ever go through. I think, at least. I try to visit you when I can, and I know it's not every day, but I'd hope you'd appreciate it. I don't want you to feel like you're alone. Like you're the only one fighting through this because, well, because you aren't. You might be in there, in your own head, I'm sure. I'm out here, but that doesn't mean we aren't working together. We're a team, after all. We've always been a team. You know, I wouldn't hesitate to trade places with you if I could. I don't know why you got cursed since you're the only baby, but I'd gladly take your place if it meant you being out here living your life. Maybe you do what I've been doing and visit you and talk and hope the words are going through. Just know that if there's a way, if I could be the person asleep who knows for how long right now, I'd do it in a heartbeat. And I'm not just saying that about this either. Any problem you'd ever had, I'd take your place if I could. I'd solve all your problems and leave you with nothing to worry about. Well, because, you're my best friend, and I love you. And I promise I'll stay with you through this whole thing, no matter how long it takes. Oh, I guess that's my cue to go. You probably remember this, but, I've started timing myself whenever I came here, so I'm not spending all my waking hours just sitting here talking to you. You know, like you first did when you fell asleep. I really wish I didn't have to go, but I think it's not healthy for me just to sit here all day and talk. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoy the flowers. Did you just move? Oh my god, you did! You moved! Hey, don't sit up too fast. You haven't moved in months. Your muscles aren't used to it. Just take your time. We're gonna get you through physical therapy after this, and... Wait. You shouldn't speak. You sound so hoarse. But of course you do. You haven't made a noise since you fell asleep. And I think you should rest your eyes a little while you're at it. You know, you don't want to immediately blind yourself with lights in the room. I'm just so glad you're awake. Hey, I told you not to speak. But it's been months. 8, 9 maybe? I kind of just lost count after the first month. Sorry after that. But it's over now. It's all over. I think I broke your curse, but I really don't know how or why me, but because I loved you. But I loved you for years. If it was so simple, shouldn't you have woken up as soon as you've fallen asleep? I'm just glad I didn't have to be someone else who was in love with you. Otherwise, I think I might have tried everyone on the planet just to wake you up. Yes, I would have. Don't say I wouldn't. Look, maybe it doesn't matter who broke it or how it broke. All that matters right now is that you're awake. And you need water and food. Yes. I'll watch as much of the MCU as you want. I can't believe you actually heard that. Whatever. I'll go grab a DVD and the water. And something to eat. I'm gonna watch as much as you want. As many times as you want. I'm so glad you're awake.